Old Grognard says, "What is the phlogiston and how does it work?" Regardless of where you go in Spelljammer, space will be structured like this. There's the phlogiston, and in the phlogiston there are crystal spheres. Inside the crystal spheres, we have wild space. Today we're going to learn about the phlogiston and how it works. The term phlogiston not only refers to the multicolored glowing gas that fills the region, but also the region itself, which is sometimes called the flow. The most notable trait of the region itself is that it is cut off from every dimension outside of the prime material plane. This means that any spell, item, or ability that involves other planes or pocket dimensions ceases to function. This includes bags of holding, so if you think you'll need something while you're in the flow, don't put it in a bag of holding. You'll go to get it and the bag will do something like this. Something similar will also happen to characters that cast spells as a priest if they try to regain spells above second level, since the inability to connect to other planes includes their divine power that they get their spells from. Phlogiston is a weird glowing gas in the region that is also called the phlogiston or flow, has three main properties. Its first property is that it moves in rivers between crystal spheres and allows ships to use those currents to move rapidly between them. These rivers don't always flow in both directions. Sometimes they are one way, and other times there might not be a river between spheres at all. For example, the crystal spheres containing Orth, Kryn, and Toril form a stable triangle. Rivers flow in both directions between Orth and Kryn, and also between Toril and Orth. However, there aren't any rivers between Toril and Kryn. You could travel directly between Toril and Kryn without the benefit of the flow, but it would take years to cross. It's far quicker to detour through where Orth is and use the flow. Phlogiston's second notable property is that it explodes if ignited in any way. How this generally works is that the fire effect has 3 times the area of effect and damage that it normally would. For example, a 5th level wizard's fireball would explode as soon as it is launched and have an area of effect 120 feet across and do 15d6 damage. Smaller flames do different amounts of damage as listed on page 10 of the Concordance of Arcane Space, as shown here. The third notable property is that phlogiston doesn't behave like any of the 4 elements and is not composed of any of them. It also only exists outside of crystal spheres. If you try to take it inside a crystal sphere, even in a sealed container or with magical means, it dissipates. While in the phlogiston, it permeates everything. This is useful since its luminescence allows crews to see below decks without risking blowing themselves up with more conventional lighting methods. That pretty much covers the phlogiston. I was going to cover more in this video, but felt that also covering crystal spheres in wild space would have us drinking from the metaphorical fire hose. We'll cover those 2 things in Volume 2. Thanks for watching. Nikola Tesla's giant pigeon and I would like to wish you a wonderful rest of your day.